Mars, our series is part of our scenario pack that we're doing. A different each season is going to be a different scenario from the community workshop that I can run on my PlayStation 4. If you have a PlayStation 4, of course, obviously you can run these. Every one of these scenarios, I thank everyone who submits to the workshop, and I take these scenarios and then I kind of add my twist to them, expand on it, flesh on it, add my own twist. In this case, we've got more adversaries, we've got more salvage defined, and kind of expand off of that. In the description for the first episode of this series, we do have the mod list that we're using for this particular series. I'm going to go ahead and take a second and run through that for everyone so that for those of you that might want to try this series, we're doing the Crash on Mars workshop scenario. I don't recall who it is that did it. I'll have to look that up. I'll provide that for you next time when next we do an episode, maybe next episode. We're going to go ahead and talk about the mods. We have Faction Wars, we have Speaker Sounds Pack, we have the Economy Ships Plus. I'm hoping to be able to maybe buy a ship to get off this planet. We also have the original encounters and stations, as well as the Wasteland encounters continue to kind of add a little bit more stuff to it. We have fast cargo ships, plus we have high encounters set on the advanced settings so that we can be able to get a lot of things that happen. We have music and sounds so that we get a little bit better stuff, but also the speaker sounds pack as well. So there's a lot of different audio going on. And we have additional hand weapons rebalanced, which gives us a little bit more hand weapons, and I really like this mod. It's really nice. You get sniper rifles and stuff like that. And then last but not least, we have Plant and Cook No Script. It's a quality of life mod that I always use. Because of that mod, I always have to eat a little something every time I get up, which is every episode. And because of that, we're going to hit the paste in the survival kit because I don't have any food. I gotta find some food. Problem is, on Mars, you're going to find food either by salvage or by going to a station that sells it. So that being said, we do have the Plant and Cook mod, the no script one, because I'm on a PlayStation 4. If you were on a PC, you would be able to use the script version if you wanted. That is what these blocks here are. We have this one here, that one in there, and then I replaced the kitchen with this. So, as you can see from the weather report we currently have on here, it is a dust storm outside. The view is, well, non-existent. So, what we're going to do this episode, well, I think we're going to do some work on our ship. I know it seems like a station right now, but we have made some improvements. So we're going to go ahead and open this up. Wait, hold on a second, I want to check something here. Okay, why am I... Did we lose airtight integrity somewhere? Why am I not seeing... We've lost airtight integrity somehow. We had to have... oh! That's what it is! It's this thing. That's the only thing that we've added. Ah, that's not cool. Alright, so this is what we're gonna do. Okay, fine, inventory full. Blah, 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 blah. We're gonna drop you off in here. Okay, so this is what happened. We added a refinery, but the basic refinery is one of those blocks that is not airtight. It's kind of annoying. So we'll move the console over here. Either this isn't or this isn't. One of the two is not airtight. This one might be airtight, but we'll see. Probably should just finish this one up there. So, but that's okay. We're just going to move this console block over, and that'll be okay. And honestly, I kind of want to move the thing we've got on the other side over. I kind of want that there instead. So, because I want to be able to add for additional crew. Alright, cool. So let's go ahead and see what we need. We need motors. So let's see if we can find some motors. I know we've got plenty of them here. Here we are. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to see about finishing the toilet. Was that it? Yes! Alright. So, this shows us that the bottom part of this is indeed a airtight piece. So it was just the top part. which caused the problem. So that is outstanding. So remember that, everyone. The bottom part is airtight, but the top part is not. So we're going to go ahead, and I want to finish getting the rest of these put together here. So we're going to need a few more pieces. I want to be able to get that in place. So let's go ahead and we'll take that. We'll take 10 of those. We'll take those. Take 10 of that. Let's get a couple of those. A couple of those. This should... Displays. Where are the displays? I know I grabbed some somewhere. Let's see here. Oh, I don't have any displays. Okay, well, we'll just make some. Oh, wait, nope, 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 nope. That's disassembly. We don't want to do that. There we go. We're going to get 20 of them, actually. And then we need to turn on our assembler because I turned it off because I'm trying to conserve power because we have no power generation, which is something we desperately need to find. We have got to find some sort of power generation because this is just not going to work if we're only on batteries. And we have a yield module that's incompatible, which is kind of annoying, but you know what? Eventually, it'll be okay. Alright, so let's go back to inventory here. There's our things. That's good enough. Let's go ahead and go and do this. I'm sorry in advance if we have a crash because the network is not always reliable. So, alright, let's get this herb grower up. Alright, and then this one here. And that is mushrooms, because I figured that would be good to go. Alright, so as you can see, we have a mushroom garden here. We just need to get some mushrooms. We have an herb garden here, so we can grow some herbs, and then we have a proper kitchen. I can actually cook food on this kitchen. It is a production part of that mod. As you can see here, it's a custom kitchen, and in the custom kitchen, if you go to production, you can make apple juice, you can make apple pie, you can bake bread, you can make burgers, you can brew some iced tea, you can make tofu, you can make soup, you can make steak with mushrooms, and roasted meat. So there's a lot of things you can make to keep your individual space engineer healthy. Of course, you've got to find it. In the meantime, because you don't have any food, survival paste is what we do. Okay, it looks like the weather's cleared up a little bit. That's really good. I like that. That's really good. I'm very excited about that. So, let's go ahead and continue with the process of getting this place up and running. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go over here and we're going to start working on... We need to work on this thing out here first. As you can see, we got all kinds of thrusters sticking out the side. Let me go ahead and give you a big overview. There's the central thruster. There's all the other thrusters. This is going to be the core of our flying ship, our airship. We're going to move those thrusters up here eventually. This I-beam is going to be part of the keel of the ship. We're going to run it all the way out here. In the front here, we'll have a bridge area up here. That'll be about the same height as that. And then we're going to have below that an area where that rover is going to be pulled up. We're going to do some rearrangements to the Dragon transport too. And in the back here, the aft section, we're going to move some of the thrusts back here. We're also going to put, this is going to be where we're going to find our drill setup. We're also going to set up wheels on the bottom. Not really so much so it roves around as much as it's going to be for use for landing purposes. So we've got a lot of work yet to do on our particular device, but hey, we're gonna get it done. We're gonna get it done. Right now we need to get what we have already assembled. So here we need to finish off our control center here. It is exposed to the elements, which is something I really don't like, but we don't have a choice. At this point in time, we've got a lot we need to do. So we're gonna go ahead and jump over here. We need grids and a lot of motors. I have a feeling that's going to be a reoccurring problem, so I also am really looking forward to having some sort of way of getting up there, maybe? I don't know. We could do like a ladder or something. I'm not sure. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to work. So we're going to need, I think I'm going to go ahead and put into the production. In the assembler, we need a lot of these. So we're going to actually go with several hundred of those, like 400. We need a lot of iron, like a lot of iron. Huh. Yeah. Way too much iron, actually. Let's see what we got for materials here. We should actually start taking metal. Take some of these. Yeah, I think we're going to go to... Oh, you know what we're going to do? I know what we're going to do. We're going to make a disassembler. That's what we need to make. We need to build a disassembler. I always like having a disassembler and an assembler. So where are we going to put that disassembler here? Well, let's see here. I think we'll put it here. Okay, what is a disassembler? A disassembler is an assembler that is dedicated to disassembling things. It's very important in my opinion, and I actually have a house modification or mod that isn't... I would love to see it as an actual mod rather than just a house rule regarding assemblers. I did not put it in this playthrough, but you know what? It might be a good idea at some point, but this is a survival playthrough, so I didn't really want to have to do it. But we can. Let me know in the comments if that's something you want. The way that works out is you have to buy blueprints for everything. Alright, so let's go ahead and we're going to drop that. We don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need that. And we don't need that. What we need is other stuff. We're going to grab that. Wow, where is that impacting at? Did it hit over there? I don't know. We need computers, we need motors. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump in here. Let's see, where's the chips and motors? There's the motors. Oh, wow, we're out of chips, huh? Do we got anything down here we haven't salvaged yet? Yeah, we got more motors down here. No computer stuff though. Actually, we're gonna drop that down in case we gotta do a battery fix. But we'll grab those and we'll grab those. We'll leave the metal there. Alright. Alright, so this will at least get the motors in place. And then in this one here, we're going to go ahead and drop that. And we need comps. Alright, let's get this assembler turned on. Maybe I'm just going to leave it on. Alright, good. Get a few of these computer chips in place. It's kind of like watching paint dry. Except it's a little bit more exciting. Oh, we need those comps too. Alright, we're waiting for the computer stuff to get that. This thing here is just going to be a giant sink for motors. Like, all the motors in the world is still ain't going to make a difference on that. We need grids, a lot of grids. That's why we should go where the wheel thing is. That has heavy armor, and that can be used for grids. So we're going to definitely want to grab that. Alright, let's see what we got here. Alright, we'll let that do its thing. And we're gonna go and see what kind of grids we got. We got all those. Oh, that's in the cargo crate. We need to get in here and get to the cargo crate. I do have to admit I like this cargo crate. It's a really good storage for things, but I don't know, mildly annoying. Alright, let's get back up here and get some of these things up and running. Alright, let's go ahead and get this going. See, we need a lot of motors. Yeah. I almost feel like stealing some of the motors from this.
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. We'll take as much of those motors as we need to get the rest of them up and running, because that way at least we'll have thrust. And I don't know, it might be enough to lift up, but I doubt it.
Energy flow.
Alright, so that takes care of all of those things.
Inventory full.
Alright, so that takes care of all that. And that we need the chips for.
Energy critical.
Uh-oh. Having energy problems again. Alright. We're gonna get charged up with the energy, and this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna begin. You know what I realized? I can start taking some of the material off these posts. I bet some of them have grids. That would also be something to take too. We're gonna have to definitely grind those down, but we do have 2 batteries still at the old ship, and we have also a self-defense meteor gun, as I like to call it, or AP gun. And there's still some thrusters and some things over at the other ship too that really would be good. I do want to analyze the other ship's bridge, though. I like that idea a lot. We also need to get the I-beam extended out, too. So let's go ahead and get that set up, too. So, might as well get this up and running. Now, I thought about maybe bringing this I-beam down a hair. If we brought it down a hair, I mean, I was fortunate enough to be able to elevate that, which is really good. And I like this at this level. It works really nicely. But we could elevate it up one more if we wanted to. And that would still be okay. So I don't know. See, if I elevated this up one more, how... that might work a little bit better. So we're gonna take a look at this. I wanna get this, I wanna look at this and figure out the placement for this central engine. This is really was the biggest kick for me, was trying to figure out the best placement for this. Yeah, see, if I do it this way, see, if I go out, if we take it out to here and we do it on this level here, which would obviously bring up the... yeah, I don't know that that would work. Yeah, see, if we do that, it's going to be up that high. That's too high. Oh, wait. Is this the... no, this is the wrong one. We want the sci-fi large one. Yeah, see, if we take it up that high, up one more... yeah, now what if I take it... now we bring the mount down here. Alright, now, what if we experiment with it again, and instead of mounting it there, we mount it here? How does that look? That's about where it's at, actually. Yeah, so it really isn't going to work up higher anyway. Now, the thought did cross my mind to run this I-beam down, and that could be a way to do it. Just do a second I-beam right below it, and then have it up higher, but it just, I don't know. So let's take a look and see how this looks. First order of business is to clear out these. The other thing is we need those other thrusters in place, honestly. We really do. So we're going to go ahead and move this. And we'll make that a full brick. Actually, you know what we're going to do? We're just going to put them up here. Wow, that's pretty tall. But it is comparable to the other ones, actually. Alright. We do need to create a thruster that's gonna... We need a thruster that's also going to do a reverse thrust.
Inventory full.
Alright, there we go. And we have our left to right fans up here, which those will actually move to different locations. I'm thinking right here, actually. And change those. There we go. And then up here, we can have our forward, our slow down ones up here. Yeah, I like that. Alright, cool. That works out really nicely. I'm really enjoying how that is. So let's go ahead and we'll shave that off there. We already have all that shaved off. I don't even need any of that on here, honestly. Because this is where we're going to have all this anyway. Now let me check a second here. All of a sudden it occurred to me, have I made these guys my enemies? I have not. Not yet. That's good. Thinking once we get this whole thing set up and we get I want to get I have an idea to bring down. We're going to do double wheels in the front, triple wheels in the back. But we could do double on both sides. But the idea is that these wheels are not intended for us to be able to, do anything in particularly crazy with it. The idea is just to have it so that we have something supportive for when it's on the ground. And we will replace all of the steel inside with these kind of blocks because we want to make sure that this thing is definitely doing okay as far as space-wise. I like the 3 across because this means that these I-beams are going to be holding the core structure, and I like that. So let's go ahead and get these I-beams in place. Alright, and then the front, definitely going to go out the front. We also have a walkway that we're going to put in place too. But for now, Now that was one of the experiment I wanted to do here. I want to see what the actual width is of this rover. Now I just want to see. I'm pretty sure 3 will do it, but we'll see. Alright, let's take a look. 3 is going to be really tight. Ideally, we'd have 4. Yeah, 3 is going to be super tight on this. It's going to be really tight to fit 3. So ideally, we'd have 4, but we don't have 4. We only have 3. And it looks like we're going to have to use all this. So, well, 3, yeah, shoot. This whole thing is centered on an odd number too, which means that we got to work with 3, and that's the trickiest part. Wow. Well, you know what we could do? We could take those and run those out one, make it slightly wider on both ends and have it narrow in the middle. Or we could just take them all out just one more level. Oh, we could take the I-beams out. Uh-oh. Well, you know what that means. We gotta get a refill. Yeah. Now, see, here's the thing. If I take it out one more, I would need to put some sort of supportive block in there, but we could do it. It does mean that there would be a lot more space from here. I kind of like the narrower profile of this, so maybe that's what we'll do, and we'll just angle it up, and we'll just have this part here widen at this point, like at the front and back, have it be wider. Yeah, I like that. That would work really well. So let's do we could do a slope, but if we do that, it leaves us open. So we'll do a beam block junction. Perfect. And actually, that wouldn't be a bad idea at that point to run the junction this way too. And then we could do a grid out of it. That's actually really smart. One of the things you got to do when you're doing this game is you figure out different things that work. And then you think about what things might not work, you know? We'll fix that here in a minute. One there. It's going to make it a little bit heavier, but it will make it more supportive. And see, now we can do a beam block straight across. And that is going to lock down the security of the overall strength of this. Oh, but this is going to screwball with this right here. That's okay. Wouldn't be the first time I dropped a mess on the middle of the floor. Alright, cool. Now that we have that in place, we can go ahead, zip over here, and we've got to look and see how many squares are we going to need to be able to do the bay for the ship. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 out to be able to do this. Now, it doesn't have to be open in the front, but I'd kind of want it to be at some point. But right now we're going to go out one, which means we're going to do another beam block intersection. Another beam block intersection there. And we'll do another one here. And the reason why we're going to be able to get away with this is because I am going to change the inside to represent a lighter weight. Alright, so we're going to do regular beam block here. It's going to be a lot nicer once we get this done. Oh wait, no, we don't want to do that side, remember? That's right. We want to take it out here. It's so frustrating when it doesn't end up the direction you want. Alright, there's that one. Alright. It's gonna look kind of weird, but once we're done with it, it's gonna look nice. But here's the thing, I like how the I-beams look from a standpoint of just the industrialness of it. I think it looks really nice. I think it works really well, and it's structurally a lot better off, actually, than armor plate, in my opinion. But I do like it. When I stumbled across the blue warship, that's when I really started liking these I-beams and how they look on a build. Alright. It's okay if we do too many, we'll just grind them down. It's not a big deal. Alright. So let's go ahead and jump down here. Collect our mess. Huh. Go over here and collect our mess here.
Inventory flow.
Uh-oh. Energy low. I really should put a chair back down in here somewhere, just so that I can sit down and not have to worry about constantly going back in there. That would be really cool. I think that's what we're gonna do. A bosun's chair, so I can sit and charge up. It's kind of really nice too when you do a bosun's chair and you're doing a build. If you set a bunch of them everywhere, you know that you're always going to be able to get charged, because especially, I don't know if you guys are like this, but it's really nice to be able to have a sit down, get your charge up, because I forget sometimes, and then next thing I know, I'm like dying. You know? So, alright, we're fully charged up, so let's get rolling here. We'll fix that later. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this This will burn through quite a bit of our metal plate too. Now that has got to go. And that has got to go. Yep, see? Chewed up a lot of our plate. So we're going to probably go through a lot of plate doing this. So I'm going to go ahead and drop off our grid because we don't need that. We're going to drop that off. This, and this. And we're going to grab... Well, first of all, we're going to grab all those. Let's grab every single metal plate we got. Alright, get that in there, and then we'll go back and grab all the plates we can. We're going to need a lot more plate than this, though. But this will give us a good... Whoa. Alright. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, and there's the 8th one that'll be the outer limit. So we really don't need this one or that one. Alright, so that's about where we need to be. Alright. Alright, takes care of all that. And then we go back here. Now for the drill, we're probably not going to need so much. We're probably need like 3 for the drill plus 1 out beyond that. But we'll keep this last one just in case. I don't know. You never know. Finish getting this thing set up. So we're going to zip down here and grab this. Then we're going to have to head out and get some more material, because that's the last of our steel plate. We really did go through almost all the steel plate. Yeah. Alright. Now, one of the things I was thinking about was going and making a mad fly the 26 kilometers out to that outpost. And I was thinking about doing that using 3 hydrogen tanks. And normally I wouldn't want to fly that far on just tanks. I'm thinking if I can get out there with just hydrogen tanks, and if it turns out to be as nice of a station as I think it is, we might be able to pick up some food for our thing and have a really good idea what we're going to do next. Alright, so that's what we got. That's going to be the size of this ship. pretty big, actually. Like, really surprisingly big. We're gonna need a lot more thrusters, I think. But I think we're gonna be doing good as far as getting this thing set up. And I like the idea right here of where we're gonna have these things come down. I think we're gonna have them come down right here, and we're gonna it's gonna be the setup for it. So
Energy low.
now on this, we're gonna go like this. 3, 4, 5, okay. And then that's gonna be a good setup for, let's see here. Wheel, wheel, wheel. Huh. Now, I think... yeah, I think this is almost low enough. We're working with this thing, you see. Yeah, that'll work out nicely. Run this across here. And then we come out here on this, and this will be a good one here too.
Energy critical. Alright, now we got this in place. We'll get this other one over here. We'll do some definite work as far as... Alright, cool. What are we looking at for? We got 330... Oh, we got to charge up. So let's get up here, give ourselves a bit of a charge. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to use the last of our metal, and we're going to try to get those filled up as much as possible, because that's where we're going to mount the wheels that this thing's going to land on those. And then we also have another thing we're going to put on here. I really want to put right here, somehow like in the middle, like maybe right here. I want to put a piston right here. So maybe I'll set this with and then we'll set a
clear out here. Alright, and then on this side here. And then that will... Alright, cool. And then we'll set that piston here. And we'll actually do a double piston because we're so high up. And what this is going to do is this is going to give us basically a way to be able to secure this ship once it is landing. It'll land on its wheels, but the point is that we want these things. What we'll do is we'll take out this last bottom one once we've actually secured the ship. I just don't want it to fall down on itself. That would really suck. So we're going to go ahead and get this set up. Go around here. Alright, and then we're going to put a mag plate underneath it. I like to call these my jacks. I've done it before with large grid rovers. I like to do it. Uh-oh. Well, that's a Houston. We have a problem situation here. Yeah. All right. Let's go get the fuel situation sorted here. And that'll help us out with something else too. Let's see, where's our O2H2? There it is. Cool. And that should fill us up here in a second. Alright, back to what I'm doing. And it would appear we got ourselves another storm. Cool. And then we're going to put a mag plate on the bottom, that way it balances it out when it comes down and holds it in place. Alright. Okay, that leaves us with 126 metal plates. Alright, that's no problem. We'll drop these off and we're going to pick up all of those, that, and we're going to actually go to the production line, and on the assembler, we're going to take those all off of there, because right now actually we don't have any need to disassemble. Well, those we kind of do, but we'll skip that for now. Let's see, what other kind of material? No, none of that. I'll take that. I'm gonna need large grid. I'll need all of those, or as many of those we can get. Alright. Wow, it's windy. We need large tubes, we need motors, and we actually need a lot of the material to do this. Alright. Okay, well, we're getting there. We're getting there. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and drop these materials off in here because we don't need them either. And I don't see that there's anything we have currently available that we can utilize, so we just need motors and large tubes and chips. So let's go ahead and zip down here and drop those off. And I see some tubes, so we'll use those. Alright. That takes care of the tubes. Alright. Okay, so therein lies the challenge. We don't have enough materials to do what we want to do, but we do have all this extra stuff. But the problem is too, is this is money in the bank. I don't know that I want to waste it on that. So, only other option? Salvage. Let's see, that vehicle that smashed has wheels and it has a gyro and a battery, all of which we could use. The rest of it is all metal plate. Now the ship salvage has a lot of different things in it. Do we really need this over here? And what can this give us? More tubes. Yeah, we'll take this off. And we're going to use that for tubes. So let's get more tubes over here. Okay, we got that one. Does that one have tubes? Does now. That got tubes. It's got 4. Okay, so we're getting closer. And that gave us some grids that we don't need. Now this has material in it, which we probably should grab. I'm pretty sure, so let's go ahead and take a look. Oh yeah. Let's see what else we got in here. Anything useful? Yeah, we can take that. And while we're at it, we can drop these. In there. Okay. Does this have anything useful in it? Oh, wow, yeah. This has got a lot of useful stuff in it. We'll take that. That. This. There's something with these, but I don't remember what those were needed for, but we definitely need those. Alright, cool. So there's a lot of stuff that was available in there that we needed, so that works out nicely. Alright, you're good. Recharge our energy. Yeah, we're coming along really good. I think next episode we're going to go ahead and see about trying to make. If we don't do it on the end of this episode, we're definitely going to do it on next episode. Make contact with the station, and then we're going to come back, and I want to try to see if we can't take out that drone that's hovering around in that neighborhood. See what's going on with that. Either that, or maybe we'll take on the rest of the salvage. I'd like to be able to get this mobile so that we can actually fly over there. That would be great. So those are some things we're going to do next episode. Right now, I just want to finish this up. Alright, Jack 1 is in place. Let's go to Jack 2. Alright, jacks are in place. We're good to go with that. Alright. A few more motors into that. And honestly, I don't even know. I'm keeping this as salvage, but I don't know. Alright, and let's see, is there anything in here that I need to grab? I got some silicone over here, it looks like, so we'll get that, throw that in there too. Alright, so that looks really good. We got that all set up. Outstanding. So we got the basic frame set up. That's good. We have where we're going to put the wheels. That's good. We have all the thrusters set up. That's also good. I'm curious to know if this is regular steel. Looks like it is. Yeah. I wonder if it's regular steel all the way through or not. Well, there's one way to find out. Ah. I see, it's gridded. Wow. Huh. That's interesting. That's very interesting. That's going to be very interesting to say the least. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to finish this episode by shaving these down. And let's make let's see. Alright, let's go over here and... Alright, well that's going to be good for that. We're going to go ahead and lock this down here. I reckon we could probably get quite a few of the wheels if we flew over there and flew back, but I'm afraid it might bring trouble. And that's kind of the challenge I have with trying to fly back, and we could get it all in one shot if we had things set up a certain way with the truck. But that's a challenge, you see? Ah, we could do it though. Hey, welcome. Thanks for joining. Alright, so let's go ahead and see about... I'm going to try to bring down the piston here. Alright, let's see here. Alright, so that's good. So that one's... we got a good lock. Thereabouts. Could go a hair bit lower, I think. But it's enough for the magnets, so that's enough for me. Alright, so let's go ahead and see what we can see. Alright, so we got... let's see here. Where's the piston at? What the hell? Where's my pistons at? Oh, that's dragging. Oh, it's shipping platform. There we go. There we go. Alright. So stabilization posts are in place. So that's good. So now we're set for that. Good, 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 good. Alright, so let's go ahead and shoot ourselves up here. And we're going to run over here, and we're going to, well, we're actually going to go upstairs. Dust storms. Yeah, you'd have to be crazy to go out in a dust storm. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and call that an episode. That was an amazing episode. We got a lot done with the ship. We managed to get the frame in place. We managed to get the support jacks in place. We managed to get the mounts for the wheels in place. We managed to get all of the thruster assemblies placed where they need to be. That's a lot of work. We got the command control center set up, little cockpit seat set up. So that's a lot we got situated. We got everything pretty much up and running and repaired. As far as what needs to be repaired, we explored what the post is like and what we're going to be able to do with that. So next episode, we're going to go ahead and try to get the rest of the salvage from both the wrecked shuttle as well as that wrecked vehicle. Try to get all that stuff back over into the ship. We need to come up with a name for the ship, and then I'm thinking for the maiden voyage, we're going to get close to where the pirate wreck is, and let's check out the ship that the pirates are dealing with. There is a fighter protecting it, but I think with the Dragon we should be able to utilize its weapons. We do need to put an armored shell on the front of that Dragon, however, to protect all its internal workings. It wouldn't be a bad idea to maybe get some supplies, some weapons in there, weapon rack, that kind of thing. So we got a lot we got to yet to do. We still also, one other thing we might do, I don't know, we'll figure it out when we start the next episode, and that's going to be going over and make contact with that outpost over there. I think it might be important, and we could probably pick up some food, which we desperately need, because I don't know about you guys, but I am sick and tired of that goopy goo out of that kit. It's so nasty. We need something good, like a cheeseburger, or maybe even some cabbage and some steaks. So we do have a mushroom growing facility and an herb facility here, as you can see, and we might consider maybe, I don't know, getting rid of this broadcast controller maybe, or I don't know. What is over there anyway? What is that's on the side? I don't know what that is. We'll check that out next time we come. We're going to go ahead and remove this and that and get an armory in here. Maybe another bunk against the one wall for somebody else. Just in case I have more crew. You never know. So, anyways. As I was saying. Until next time. Make sure you keep yourself safe. And keep on building. See you later. Woohoo!